to share some of my thoughts on Kanye and this recent podcast he had been on. I definitely agree with him. He's definitely right about them. I can't say what they are, but he's definitely right about them. I can't name them for certain reasons because, one of my videos got taken down. It was like a 9/11 video for like hate speech or something. But it was like mostly about like how the buildings were freaking going boom, 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 and people were hearing boom, 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 boom. I don't know where they heard hate speech or anything. There was just people describing it like the buildings were like controlled demolition or something. But anyways, I can't, say a lot of things on this platform. But I'm starting to find alternative streaming platforms so I can stream, live. So bear with me so I can really talk my shit. Anyways, the second thing I wanted to talk about is mass distractions. Like, these major big games like streamed to the masses. Basketball, soccer, and the other side of the world they call it football. Anyways, I believe they're all distractions made to, keep you in check while there's major things going on with your government and shit. And I'm also gonna be talking about, like I said, like Kanye is definitely right about them, and he is living proof of it. He proved it to us. This man is a genius. He's showing these bots, these normies, how it happens to them. If you even, he made a tweet. It was a little damn tweet about them. Tweet, not even that bad, and his shit got done. He got shut down like it was freaking goddamn. Who was that one guy? I forgot his name, but he got shut down as bad as well. But I'm better. Go to the next slide. Here's a video of him in this one podcast. I hope you guys can hear this. But he was on this podcast with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is like another American politician. I believe he's a Jew, but his followers, which they call them groypers, they'd ride and die for him. But like, I believe the guy's a Jew, and he's totally a controlled opposition. I also believe Kanye is also a Masonic puppet, unless he actually exposes everything. I don't think he will expose everything, because there's certain things that he will never touch on, because that will definitely end his career and his life. Like, literally, they will end his life. Like, I'm not lying. Like, they will just, I don't know if this guy's even a clone yet, but they do something to him. MK Ultra, all that bullshit. I don't know if they already done it, but they do something to him, bro. Or they could be playing 4D chess and making him say all this for something else. I don't know.
To be like defending, I'm not gonna go through.
But the man left like in the beginning of the podcast because this guy wouldn't talk about like who's them. This guy's name is Tim Pool, the guy that's doing this podcast with Kanye.
Another, like, I'm literally gonna walk the F off the show if I'm sitting up here having to, talk about, you can't say that it was Jewish people that did it when every sensible person knows that. I mean, Jon Stewart, no.
Like, come on, if you don't know it yet, like, what are you doing with your life? How do you not see what they done? His banks, his freaking clothes, his freaking business, all just, gone like that. His billionaire status gone like that. Come on, are you that stupid? Whoever this guy is that he's freaking interviewing. I mean, who's ever interviewing Kanye? I think his name was Tim Pool. The guy is retarded as hell. I have a meme of him on the next slide. It's hilarious.
What happened to me, and they took it too far. It was like American History X. Like, my head was on the side of the curve, and the exact people that I called out kicked my head. We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops in the Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is one guy that I think he's talking about the guy that diagnosed him as bipolar. The guy was a freaking he was first of all, he was I don't know if I can say this, but he was an L. Okay, he was an L. Okay, and I hope you guys understand right now, like what an L is. An L is I'm just saying, and he was an L, and he diagnosed him as bipolar, and he could have gave him medicine where he could have been today dead or freaking, you know what I'm saying, brainwashed or something. But luckily, he's saying that he didn't take the medicine, but he almost did, and he could have been MK altered or freaking I don't know, psyops could have been done by him. He could have been cloned. That's what he's saying, Kanye. I hope this guy's actually legit because this is hilarious and I find it actually amazing. Like one of these big artists, these big, a millionaire, talking about this shit. Something like Andrew Tate will never go into. That bastard will never talk about it. The guy's too deep in. He's a Masonic puppet as well.
To be like defending. I'm not gonna go through.
I almost started the video, but here's a meme of him. It says, "So okay, you guys want to bring that stuff up? Like he doesn't know what stuff has been happening to Kanye. The guy's a retard." But they debanked him, debanking like his banks dropped him, companies were dropping him, his freaking logo and brand and shit. Adidas, where he like sells his Yeezy brand and shit, like took his designs and freaking dropped him as well, and now they're suing him like hella money, like millions and millions of money. Not suing. I feel like I don't know what he said they were doing to him, but they're taking hella money from him. He was cut from his work and brand, basically. Like I said, like a lot of these companies, like they started dropping him, where he gets like a lot of money from. This guy's such a loser, man. Like he didn't even want to question Kanye about like how and what happened, where when he was like eating with Trump, him and Nick Fuentes. They believe like they were like talking about the next election and stuff like that. But I believe elections are basically WWE for adults. It's all freaking, so I don't even think you can criticize the elections. So I'm not even going to go into that shit because this platform, I believe that's a strike. Also wanted to go into how Trump is a Jew. He comes from this woman that's a Jew. They gave birth to, she married a Christian freaking guy. But she gave birth to Frederick Trump. Which this guy married this Elizabeth woman. She gave birth to Fred Trump. These two married, gave birth to Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump's kids. Now I wouldn't mind this, but when you find out his kids are all married to Jews, now that's where it gets freaky for me. But anyways, I thought I'd share this. So basically, how I see it is Donald Trump is Israel first. That's why he's always talking about freaking being upset about the Jews and freaking putting Israel first and donating. That's what all these presidents do. They take a bunch of money, send it to Israel. They can't even fix the roads or freaking schools or freaking the freaking what's it called, the bank loans, the freaking student loans and bullshit. They can't fix any of that, but they send billions of dollars to Israel because I can't even get into that. So crazy, bro. But they send hella money to Israel. He puts Israel first. We all know why now. Look at him, freaking hold on, freaking Jews. If he's supporting his family, he's definitely gonna put Israel first. That's where his family resides in. We'll go to because they're all Jews, This guy, Nick Fuentes, is an American first dude. And this guy, Ye, also known as Kanye, he's his people first. So he wants to put his people first, which I like. Something like they won't let white people do for some reason. They think it's white supremacy or anything like that. I believe you should put your own culture and race before any other culture and race. And depending on which one is better, they should, outclass each other and stuff like that. And which one works better, that's what I believe should happen. But they're making white people hate themselves. If you ask a group of white people, are they proud to be white? I've seen a video of them and they're being asked, and most of them weren't even proud to be white, which is freaking disgusting. I'm African. I'm just saying, this is weird. But he's Kanye. Kanye's like his people first. He's America first. I believe these two are both Jews, but it is what it is. Now let's get into this mass distraction. As a conspiracy realist, I was about to say conspiracy theorist, but I'm a realist. Something called bread and circus. I learned this back when I was like 16, and it's like a saying, made by a freaking Roman poet. I mean poet. Why did I say puppet? I meant a poet. And basically it goes, give them bread and circus and they will never revolt. Now, what the Romans used to do was, like, every time they had some major thing going on in the government, they made their people gather in this one area, freaking build a coliseum that was built in a way that it was very high, and they couldn't see what's going on outside of them, and it was very hyped inside, like everything was going on inside. Everyone's push. They gave them food. They gave them freaking the hype, the freaking the adrenaline was boosting from like the excitement of what team was gonna win and shit like that. The same thing is happening here, as you can see in this freaking soccer stadium. And I'm bringing up soccer because this shit is freaking crazy right now. It's freaking World Cup bullshit. Like, every media is freaking pushing this bullshit. I never seen this happen. Like, I don't know when was the last World Cup, but when I was a kid, I never heard about this World Cup until now. They're really pushing all these big sports in to everyone now. Like, they're really pushing it. Yeah, so like, these are all just mass distractions to distract you from a collapsing government. And I felt like it's been ramping up. They've been really focusing on showing us these sports and friggin' teams. And, the thing is, when I was a kid, I never actually remembered any of these basketball teams or any of these basketball players. I never remembered one team or freaking, I couldn't even name one bench. I couldn't name who was in that team or what was that, what year did this team win. I don't remember any of this. It doesn't matter to me. I never got interested in any of that. I could only freaking go outside, exercise, play myself, exercise, go play the sport myself. I don't freaking care about which team, who's going to do this. They're not my life. I don't get anything from that. But, the degenerate society today wants to gamble and bullshit and place bets on players. Like they're freaking on sale or something. But that is distractions for the normies, as I like to put it. Distraction for the normies. You see that, right? It's freaking similarity right here. Sports stadiums were built. It's a nice meme. Sports stadiums were built by tax dollars to house bread and circus events designed to distract the masses from problems of a decaying empire. Glad we're evolved past that now. This is hilarious to me. But if you guys keep getting riled up in this bullshit fake world that you guys live in, this fake reality, this globe, freaking, I'm recently learning about other perspectives like the freaking concave, the hollow earth, but globe is definitely a bullshit. Like, space is fake. The earth is definitely not spinning and hurtling through outer space that has vacuum and freaking other worldly planets and shit. It's not whirling. What did I say, whirling? I mean, like, it's not revolving around the sun, thousands of miles per hour or something like that. It's not. It's freaking stationary. That we can prove for sure. The Earth is stationary. But these are the only things I wanted to talk about today. I might, post a video next week or the week after if I ever get any new information. I'm recently learning about, like, the simulation theory. It's pretty interesting. I'm starting to get a lot of connections with my religion and the simulation theory. A lot of stuff starting to make sense to me right now. But I might change. I don't like to stick to one perspective. I think, like, we're supposed to evolve. I feel like people who stick to one perspective and think that they were born in the right way and, like, the right mindset, the right perspective, it's all bullshit. And you're just going to end up in life corrupted, a corrupted file, basically. And you're just going to keep coming back. So you're going to keep coming back to the same things all the time. Something I'm learning in the simulation theories, like, every time I believe my creator's just, so I feel like every time we die, we're gonna keep on coming back. We're gonna live as a poor person, a rich person, a freaking girl, a boy, all types of shit. So yeah, so like, Be careful on what you see on these days, on these freaking media platforms and all that shit. Question everything. Peace out.